Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to distress a t-shirt. Now, my kind of style with t-shirts is always like this kind of look like what I'm wearing at the moment. This is actually a t-shirt dress that I got recently from a brand called Nana Judy. And what I really like about it, if you can see, is that it's kind of like it's black, but on the surface it's like it's been rubbed back or something, so it's got that vintage black look. I love t-shirts that look like that. And what you normally find if you buy a brand new t-shirt that doesn't have that look is that it's really crisp, it's like all one flat color. It's kind of like the fabric's a bit too thick, it doesn't drape. Like I like the way that this one, the sleeves just kind of hang down, they don't stick out to the sides or anything like that. So I wanted to have a go at kind of creating that effect on a thrifted t-shirt, or I've got an old t-shirt that I'm using today too. What I've noticed with a lot of the tutorials that I've seen on YouTube is a lot of them like to use a lot of bleach, or they like to rip into the fabric, and I might be doing a little bit of that today, but I just kind of want to find a happy medium where I'm not like totally destroying the t-shirt or totally like making it all spotty and you know, that kind of bleached look. But I am just going to be using bleach and a few other techniques to kind of take it back to that vintage grungy look rather than like totally over the top. So let's get on with the things I'm going to be using today. So of course I am going to be using some bleach. I got this one from the supermarket, it was like $3. I just chose one that doesn't have a scent because I don't really want my clothes to smell like lemon. I have this little spray bottle. I'm sure you can use the ones with the big trigger too, but for me I think these little spray nozzles are going to be what gives us the best effect for what I'm trying to achieve today. I have just a bit of water in here that I'm going to use to dilute some of the bleach because I don't want big white areas. I just kind of want to take these black t-shirts back to grey, if you know what I mean. I have half a jar of water here that I'm also going to be adding bleach to, and in this I'm going to be using a pumice stone. They're really absorbent, so it's going to absorb the diluted bleach, and this is going to have a really cool effect. I also just have a bowl of water here because if the bleach stays on too long and I want to rinse it off really quick, I can just dunk the t-shirt in here so that it doesn't keep bleaching the fabric. Today I'm also going to be using soda ash when I wash these garments because soda ash is going to help soften the fabric up a bit. So what I was saying before about brand new t-shirts and how they kind of like the sleeves stick out and they just feel a bit too crisp and they don't have that real grungy kind of hanging off you look that I want. This product can help with that. Later we will be washing the t-shirts with some of this in the wash. Just as a tip, I looked everywhere for this and it was quite expensive most places I looked because I wanted it when I was using it for dyeing, and what I found was that they actually sell this as a pool cleaning product. If you read on here it says pH increaser. So I found this at our local Bunnings warehouse for way cheaper than I found it on like dyeing websites and things like that. So just a tip, if you want to buy some of this stuff, go to a Bunnings or go to like a warehouse store and go to the pool cleaning section and you'll be much better off. This is such a big bag of it too. This is 2.5 kilos. And of course, because we're using bleach today, it's really important to protect yourself, protect your clothes, and the way that I'm going to be doing that today is I have an apron to wear over my clothes, and I also just have some gloves for my hands. It's really important to wear gloves when you're using bleach. Please don't use it with bare hands. And to protect my workspace today, I've just got a cardboard box here in front of me. You could use newspaper or plastic or something like that, just something to protect your table. And also because bleach has fumes, it's important that you're working in a ventilated area. I'm working in my garage today with the garage door open, so there's plenty of air coming in. Okay, now to show you the t-shirts. This is the old t-shirt that I already had. I got this from a band called Planet of the Stereos when I went to a festival once. I wore it a lot when I was a teenager, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's like it's a bit small or something now because I like quite baggy t-shirts, but I think if this was more distressed and maybe even if I crop the sleeves or something like that, I'm definitely going to get more wear out of this one. Then I have these two thrifted t-shirts. One of them, I just thought this was really funny when I saw this in the shop. It's like a fake Apple t-shirt and it's got this really thick rubbery feeling print on the front, so it'll be interesting to see how that reacts to the bleach. But also it's got that crisp feel I was telling you guys about before, so definitely going to be using the soda ash on this one. This was $3 at Salvo's, but I actually got it for half price. And then lastly, I think I showed you guys this t-shirt in one of my thrift hauls where I had a bunch of stuff, but this was one of the t-shirts I got, and Again, I think this was like $2, and it's a Hong Kong Disneyland t-shirt. It's got Mickey Mouse all over it, and it's also actually got an embroidered patch, but I'm not sure how I feel about this patch because it just feels like, I don't know, it's really random that it has a print and then it has this as well. Anyway, if I decide I don't like it on there, I can probably crop this shirt too. Alright, I'm so excited to see how these t-shirts turn out, so follow along with me. This is going to be a bit of an experiment, but hopefully you guys can learn whether this is successful or not, and try this yourself at home. I started out by mixing together a small amount of bleach with some water in this little bottle, and I also did the same thing in a little jar so that I could dip the pumice stone in that. Here I just started testing my bleach mix on some fabric print samples that I have, just to see how quickly it was going to react and how strong the solution was. And then I just kind of went to town spraying this first t-shirt. You can see as the footage goes on how it slowly starts to fade back and starts looking really cool. This pumice stone idea I had, it kind of worked how I wanted it to, but I guess a little bit differently. So I rubbed it on a lot of the seams and like obviously here on the collar, and that made the bleach a lot stronger in that part, and you'll see like the little wrinkles of the seam and everything show up a lot more because of that, and that is kind of what I wanted, but I think I thought it was going to rough it up a bit more or something like that. Here you can see me trying the first method I decided to have a go at for getting rid of the print that's on this t-shirt. So I've got this little bottle of gel nail polish remover, so it's acetone based, and I just poured that on the pumice stone and tried to rough it up and get it off that way. This didn't really work. I then tried to go in with the scourer as well, but that didn't work either. I decided I really liked that effect the pumice stone had on the seams, so I went and did that again on the back, and then I put this shirt away for a little while to just see what happened if it developed a bit, and got out this next shirt. Now I'm just using the exact same bleach solution I was using before, but you might notice that this shirt comes up a different color, and I'll talk about that later in the video. For the third t-shirt, once again I did basically the same thing. I'm just spraying bleach and water all over the t-shirt to get that little bit of fade back to grey.
So because I've been working on these t-shirts while they've been lying flat, I'm just going over the shoulders now and opening them up a bit so that I make sure that I've also sprayed right down the center of the shoulder, because if you have a look, there's a big patch there where no bleach has even touched it yet. So just neatening it up a bit, and I think now I'm just going to leave these t-shirts for a little while before I give them a little wash. Here's where I added some soda ash to my wash. I let the washing machine fill up with water, and then I added, I think it was 2 cups of soda ash to that water, and just let it soak in there with the t-shirts for a little while. You can normally put your washing machine on a soak setting so that all that water it's filled up with will just stay in there for a little while, or you know, just leave it like not turned on and then come back and turn on your wash later on.
Hey guys, it is the next day, but I am wearing the same dress for continuity, and I am really impressed with how some of these shirts turned out. There's one in particular that I don't know about just yet, but we might be able to do some things to, and I am still going to play with them a little bit just to give them some finishing touches and make them perfect for my wardrobe. So what I would have just shown you guys in the video is I soaked these tops in the water that was in my washing machine. I let it fill up, and then I put in 2 cups of soda ash, and it kind of dissolved, and there was like warm water. And then I put the shirts in and I let them just sit in that water for, I think it was about 2 hours. And then I put the washing machine on and let them run through. And they're kind of dry now because I hung them up inside because we had a lot of rain last night. They're still kind of like just a little bit damp. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. It was kind of the right effect that I was going for. I don't know if you can tell on camera. You should be able to see the difference on the inside between where that collar is and where that was exposed, and then where the bleach didn't touch. And you can see now it's like that faded grey colour, which is perfect. But I will show you there is a difference between these 2 shirts, and which must have been dyed with like a blue based black, and then this one, which has like a coppery colour to it now, which must have been dyed with like a red based black. So it's really hard to tell how they're going to come out without doing a patch test first, but either way, I've got 2 of the colour that I was really going for that are kind of like this dress, and I've got one that I've been thinking I might go back and just go really crazy with the bleach, the way I was talking about they do in some other videos, and just bring it right back and see if I can get it even lighter than this copper color. And I still, like, I tried using a scourer and a few different things on the print on here, but there's one more thing I'm going to try today, and that's using, I think you say like isopropyl alcohol. Anyway, it's this brand, Isocol. I read online that you can use this to remove graphics from t-shirts, but I tried a little bit before and it didn't really do anything. But the website I was reading said that you like leave it soaking on there and then you can kind of scrape it off. So I'm happy to try that with this, because while I think it's cute that it's Mickey Mouse all over it, I'm not too fussed on the colours. It would be cool if I could take them back to like just a couple of colours, or just like really faded and muted colours, because I don't know if it's just the green or just the fact that there's like 5 or 6 different colours on the one t-shirt that I just want to take it back a bit. And surprisingly, the bleach did nothing to this embroidered Mickey Mouse. Like, I sprayed it specifically all over that to try and fade his colouring, but I don't know why that colour does not come out. Okay, so I'm going to give the Isocol a go and see if it takes off any of this print, and if not, I'm going to move on to the next step, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. Okay, so that Isocol definitely started to work, but I only left it on for like a really short amount of time before I started scrubbing at it. So now I'm having a go at what the website suggests. Like they're talking about if you want to get the whole graphic off, which I don't really want to do, but I don't know, that green is just really annoying me. So I turned the shirt inside out and sprayed the back of it with the Isocol alcohol, and I'm just letting it sit there for a little while to hopefully dissolve the print a little bit. And while I'm waiting for that to do its thing, I'm going to work on the other two shirts and do what I want to do to them. So basically what I was thinking with these, that the soda ash is like, I think it's done a little bit to soften these shirts up, but not quite as much as I would have wanted them to. I don't know if I have to like leave them in to have a couple more goes in soda ash, or if they're just not gonna like thin down too much, because of course like the reason these are heavier than this dress I'm wearing, for example, is probably because they started with a heavier fabric in the first place. But I have a feeling that you can keep washing it in soda ash to kind of break down its like strength a little bit so it loosens up. But anyway, for now what I'm going to do is roll up the sleeves like this and just put a little stitch so that it stays in place. And I don't think I want to cut the collars or anything. Sometimes if the collars are like really tight, you kind of need to cut them to make them look right. I don't want to put like holes or tears or anything really in this one or in the band t-shirt that I have. I am going to do the same thing with the sleeves on this one though. But I think with the other t-shirt I am going to like crop it or something. I haven't tried these on yet, so I haven't checked if it's the length I want. I will sew the sleeves on these two, and then hopefully by the time I've done that, the other t-shirt's graphic will be starting to come off. Okay, so I've had an idea. Because the paint has kind of gone a bit weird now that I've put the alcohol on it. The green is coming off okay, like it's doing what I want it to do, but the white is like coming off in two separate layers and it's like pilling. It's turning into this weird rubbery mess. But then I thought, what if I get out the bleach again and just really like put the bleach like everywhere so that it covers the areas that are exposed around the print, and then I can try using this alcohol again and ironing the back of it, which is another way that I read you can get the graphic off, and maybe it will leave like the silhouette of the Mickey Mouse print, because maybe that part won't be bleached. I don't know if it's going to work or not because the bleach might seep under there anyway, but I'm kind of over this print. I just really don't like the green, and I'm not going to be able to get all the green off without leaving some of it anyway. So I think that I'm just going to go for it with this shirt and pretty much destroy it and just see what happens. So this is still a little bit damp from the bleach, and I don't know if this is going to be a good idea to heat it while it's got the bleach on it, but I am going to do it anyway because I don't have time to wait for this to dry today if I put it in the wash now. But I'm going to have a go at ironing the back of some of these Mickey Mouses, particularly the green ones. And I'm going to iron them on top of a piece of baking paper because I think that's the same thing as greaseproof paper, and apparently the design should stick to that and come right off. But let's see, this is all an experiment. Let's see what happens. Can we all just admire the fact that this looks really cool on the inside, and I'm hoping that this is what it looks like on the outside when I get the stuff off too. This clearly isn't working, so I'm actually going to turn the shirt back the right way around and put the paper on top and iron onto that. Okay, so I've tried a number of things and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this print off, especially not as much as I want to. I didn't have much acetone to start with. There's only like this much left in this bottle, so if I had more than that I probably would be able to do it. But after I turned this inside out, I was like, holy crap, I really like how this looks. And I'm kind of disappointed it's on the inside, but at the same time it means there's no print, but you can still see the Mickey Mice. But I think what I'm actually going to do with this one is cut off the tag, and maybe try and hide some of these seams, like maybe bind them or something, and just wear it inside out. Okay, I'm gonna wash this again, and I'll talk to you guys when the shirts are all ready and I'll try them all on for you. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are able to find some old t-shirts that need some revamping and that this video helps you to do that. Let me know in the comments which t-shirt was your favorite. I still don't know if I've decided, but I quite liked how the Mickey Mouse one turned out, the Disneyland one. I just thought it was really cool how it turned from like this colourful t-shirt and I ended up turning inside out, and I really liked the effect of the bleach around the Mickey Mouse heads. So I think that one's my favourite, but I also like how this one turned out too actually, so I don't know. Anyway, you guys let me know which one you liked the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!